I'm a land banker. See, fantastic real estate developments, sometimes they fail in these aspects. See, they may be very good at actually lead generation, or they may be very good at convincing, but they miss out on this process. That is where Vinra's mandate selling actually come into play.
Okay. ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಎಂಟರ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿತ್ ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ವೆನ್ ಯು ಫಿಗರ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ ವಿನ್ರಾ ಇವತ್ತು,
Right.
ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ಡು
When I got into real estate, it was a completely unorganized sector, alva. See, ನಾನು actually real estate full-fledged ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ there was no RERA. How are we successful in mandate selling us? See, I am not really dependent only one project.
Right.
Right, I have multiple projects.
Got it.
I know how to actually do the campaigning, how to position the products.
Right.
I have a full-fledged digital team which does an amazing job in terms of lead generation.
Are you able to provide better solutions compared to any other service providers around?
Definitely. We have never ever compromised on the quality. As a service provider, I can actually compromise everywhere.
Yeah.
Quality I can compromise, on the brands I can compromise, on the quantity I can compromise.
Right.
I can also compromise on the labor, curing, all of that. See, but that is not the agenda.
I don't think I've heard about any other company in Bangalore having ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್
Correct.
ಇರೋ ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇರೋದು.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೂನು I think ಇದ್ರೂನು under one roof I don't think
All the three
anybody is
would be possible.
Anybody.
ಹಾಯ್ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಅಮಿತ್. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಬೂಮಿಂಗ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಈ ಮನೆಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಅಮೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೋಸ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಇನೋವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ವಿನ್ರಾ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಆಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿನ್ರಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಮಾಲೀಕರಾದಂತಹ ವಿನೋದ್ ರಂಜನ್ ಅವರು, ಇವರನ್ನ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಮಾಲೀಕರಾಗಿ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ಹೊಸ ಥರದ ಇನೋವೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಿನೋದ್ ಸರ್, ಸ್ವಾಗತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೂಪರ್. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ವಿನೋದ್ ಸರ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ನನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಕಂಗ್ರ್ಯಾಚುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಐಕಾನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಶೋ ಸರ್.
Thank you so very much, Amit. Very nice meeting you again.
Absolutely. ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀರ. ದ ಜರ್ನಿ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೆಡಿಬಲ್. ಐ ಮೀನ್, ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್. ಈಗ ವಿನ್ರಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇದೆ ಈವನ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ. ಬಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ, ವೇರ್ ಡಿಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್? ನೀವು ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯೋರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇದು ಶುರು ಆಯಿತು ದಿಸ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್?
See, real estate, see, now I've been a real estate kid, I can say actually. ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 11, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 12 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ,
Okay.
see, that is when I actually started real estate.
Right.
Okay. I'm from this place called Coog.
Right.
ಇವಾಗ ಕಾಫಿ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ there was, see, now the prices of coffee wasn't as of now.
Right.
Way low. ಒಂದು per bag 300 rupees, 400 rupees ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
So many of the people never used to actually maintain the estate, or there was not enough money
Right.
rolling.
Right.
See, back then what I used to actually do is we used to actually convince these kind of owners who didn't want to really maintain. We used to actually get into the maintenance of this particular estates.
Wow.
And then we'll also actually find a buyer.
And then say,
I mean,
Wow.
avaga. So that is how I actually started with the real estate.
Okay.
And post then, after my completion of studies and things, when I started with a multinational company, working with a multinational company, I decided to quit that and then got into real estate full time. I started my journey from Mysore.
From
Mysore.
ಮೈಸೂರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ MNC ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ರೋಲ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಡೂ?
No, I was completely into sales.
Into
full time.
sales completely.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm a sales person.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ ಇಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ವಿನ್ರಾ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌ ವಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್? ಹೌ ವಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್?
See, Vinra came into existence primarily because I didn't want to be an employee.
Right.
Right. Always this entrepreneurship and ownership was one thing that was actually driving me.
Absolutely.
So I thought, okay, illa, ನಾನು actually Vinra start ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ I started multiple other companies.
Right.
I started with the finance company,
Okay.
went broke.
Okay.
Then I went into a franchisee of a share broking company called, okay, I don't want to name the brand.
Yeah.
That also did pretty well for I think quite a few years, I can say. And then again went broke. Then I went into a sports business, went broke. Then I started a home appliance company in the name of Vinra. And from the home appliance company, the journey started.
So Vinra was a home appliance company first.
Absolutely.
My God. And ಹೆಂಗೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯ್ತು?
See, home appliances we promoted ourselves to interiors, home interiors.
Right.
Home interiors we promoted ourselves into construction.
Lovely.
From construction, we promoted ourselves into real estate.
That's wonderful. It's been, how many years has it been? ಯಾವ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದೆ?
See, we started, I think this is the 16th year, 15 year completed.
16th year,
Right.
my God. Where are you guys set up, sir? ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಆಫೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ?
This is just about 2 kilometers from this office, Alsur Lake. You're also on the other side of the Alsur Lake. I'm on
the other side
of the Alsur
That's
Lake.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And ಈಗ the reason why Vinra shines is ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ದ ಟರ್ನ್ ಕೀ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು.
Correct.
Could you please enlighten us about
actually, if I have to talk about Vinra Group as a company,
yes,
you can actually divide us into 3 major categories.
Okay.
One is actually, like you said, it's turnkey construction solution provider.
Yeah.
Then we are into the real estate development space.
Okay.
Where we are looking for, we are going to be a funded company in real estate.
Right.
And then we are also into mandate selling, real estate mandate selling. So to answer your question of what exactly is a turnkey construction?
Yes. All the 3 are very ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So let's start with turnkey.
Turnkey. See, turnkey construction solution andre, see, you're a customer. Right? You're approaching Vinra. Right. Whether you have land or not, that's not, we are not really bothered. Right from acquisition of the land, the licensing work, your plan approvals, and then your complete designs, executions, and then handing over the key. In this entire process, see, now this is what generally people consider as turnkey, but with us, we are one step ahead. We are a tech-enabled company.
Okay.
The softwares what we use right now, see, as a customer, you will have an end-to-end understanding of what's happening in your project.
Got it.
See, you're also in the group where the architects are there, the civil engineers, and whoever connected with your projects are available. At any given point in time, you can actually just get into the software, understand when is the curing done, What is the material requirement just after 3 weeks from now? Is your cement which is common expiring in 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Wow.
Is the quantity available enough to maintain the work, the flow what is actually required? See, all of these aspects are captured and it becomes a zero problem situation.
Very interesting.
And that is what we call as turnkey construction.
Turnkey. So I can sit in another country
Absolutely.
and I can invest on a place
Right.
through turnkey construction where I will be involved in all of the processes with architects
Perfectly understood. Yes.
all of these.
See, as we talk, you are just while waiting outside, I had a call from US.
Ah,
This doctor, I think, she's never seen me. Through a reference again, it has come today. I mean, she owns a parcel of land in IVC Road.
Okay.
And now she wants to get into this process.
wonderful. That's
So anywhere in the world you can sit, and as in now we are talking, you can get tech enabled, you can get into our software, you can see how it has been designed, how it has been progressed, who is working, when works are happening, when work is not happening.
Wonderful.
And everything is actually
But mostly the base is in and around Bengaluru, in and around Karnataka.
we as of now we operate only Bangalore, Mysore.
Only
in
Bangalore.
terms of construction.
In terms of construction.
Yes,
Do-
Bangalore.
actually, there is another question I have about competition. But tell me about the real estate development and mandate selling. Yav tharadu, what is it like with Vinra Group?
See now, turnkey construction. See now, I will call myself a turnkey construction contractor.
Okay.
That's one vertical that we discussed.
Got it.
My other business is regular real estate development.
Okay.
Again, as I told you, going to be funded company. We completely get into the procurement of lands or
Okay.
joint developments.
Wonderful.
And then we have a complete design team who actually sits across and then understands what is the requirement in that and what we can cater in that particular market.
Got it.
Complete designs are done in house.
Yeah.
And whether it is development of plots or villas or commercial structures or your apartments, everything.
That's
We
wonderful.
construct and we develop.
So we spoke about 3 different legs
Right.
of what you work on. ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಟರ್ನ್ಕಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ.
Turnkey
ಈಗ
construction, yes.
ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ
It's real estate development.
real estate development itself, and the third one is
Mandate selling.
mandate selling.
Right.
Okay, so when it comes to mandate selling, what has the game been like from
See-
when it's begun, sir?
See now, what we have understood is there are so many passionate people who got into real estate development.
Right.
They are very good at procurement of the land. They are very good at licensing. They have a lot of influence in the government offices.
Right.
They are good at architectural designs and development of
Right.
all of that. And they are good at execution of the work also, whether it is plotted villas or apartments.
Wonderful. Okay.
But many of them, they lose out when it comes to sales. Yeah, they don't have it in their pedigree.
Correct.
The selling habit, they do not know. See
Okay.
now, selling is just not as easy as we think. Okay, I will tell you the process that we actually get involved
Please, sir.
when it comes to mandate sales. You know, selling involves, first of all, you have to do a branding.
Right.
You have to position your product, right?
Right.
You should have whether it is a niche product or a mid
Okay.
requirement product
Yeah.
or a affordable segment product. So you have to position your product.
Right.
Third is, after positioning, you have to create an awareness. It could be digital marketing, it could be offline marketing, it could be whatever, right? Awareness.
Yeah.
Once you create the awareness, there are certain inquiries. You have to have a system of capturing the inquiries.
Correct.
Once you capture, it's not enough you capture. You have to actually convince them.
Of course.
So you have to have a pre-sale setup.
Yeah.
Then you have a sales setup who will actually do the site visits and convince the client. Now, the client books. It does not end there.
Right.
You have to give the legal documents and stuff. Didn't end there.
Right.
Now the client will have so many questions, queries regarding the legal. You have to address the queries. You have to organize a loan for them to actually pick up the
My
product.
God. Okay.
Right? And then there is the sub-registrar and registration processes that you have to get through. Then there is the documentation.
Which itself is a full-time job.
Absolutely. Now, see, fantastic real estate developments, sometimes they fail in these aspects. See, they may be very good at actually lead generation, or they may be very good at convincing, but they miss out on this process. That is where Vinra's mandate selling actually come into play.
Okay.
Right? What we do is, we see now, not every developer, small-time developers having 2 or 3 projects, right? They can't afford full-fledged sales team and the marketing team.
Got
See
it.
now, as a sales head, today's real estate market for a 10-15-year-old experienced sales head, it commands nothing less than say 25-30 lakh annum. And then you have to have the entire sales team.
Got it.
You have a digital head or a marketing head.
Correct.
Again, there is hierarchy and then fixed cost. Not everybody can afford
an entire corporate structure. It's not
Exactly.
correct.
We have it, right?
Right.
Have to make use of us. So the point is, how are we successful in mandate selling us? See, I am not really dependent only one project.
Right.
Right? I have multiple projects.
Got it.
I know how to actually do the campaigning, how to position the products.
Right.
I have a full-fledged digital team which does an amazing job in terms of lead generation.
Right.
I have a pre-sales team full-fledged which can actually do an amazing job in shortlisting the prospect.
Wonderful.
Right?
Okay.
And then I have a full-fledged sales team which does the selling job.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, there is ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಟರ್ನ್ಕಿಗೆ ಅದರದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೈಲು, and then we have real estate development, and then we have the mandate selling,
Right.
which I don't think I've heard about any other company in Bangalore having ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಯೂಲ್
Correct.
ಇರೋ ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಇರೋದು.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೂನು I think ಇದ್ರೂನು under one roof I don't think
All the three
anybody is
would be possible.
Anybody is.
Why ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು when you entered the market? What was it like, and what is it like with ಈ ಥರದ ಒಂದು when you figured out a personality and identity for Vinra ಇವತ್ತು?
Right.
What has changed, and how do people
When
see it?
I got into real estate, it was a completely unorganized sector, alva. Real estate, even today, majorly it is an unorganized sector.
Yeah.
See, ನಾನು actually real estate full-fledged ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, there was no RERA.
Right.
As a customer, if you are a customer, you didn't know as to which builder to trust,
Right.
what kind of money to pay,
Yeah.
whether your money is safe, whether the commitment of timeline is met,
Right.
and you didn't have any place to go. See, courts, you just can't actually bank on,
Yeah.
only because the timeline is a constraint with the courts,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So now, from a completely unorganized sector, now we are seeing whether it is a government involvement or the authority involvement, we are slowly moving towards real estate is becoming much organized now.
Right. Right.
And then today we are talking about, because of the organizing, because the sector is getting organized, we are talking about fractional real estate.
Right.
Right? Fractional real estate is something similar to your share market.
Got it.
You are buying a 2,000 crore company, you are becoming a part of the owner of the company by buying maybe 100 shares, 200 shares, 1,000 shares.
But how does real estate come in? Into
Here
something
also
like
it works the same.
Okay.
But then the fractions are not so deep,
Okay.
right? So not in so much number.
Okay.
You know, a 2 crore product can be split into 20. See, now there's a difference between your 4 jana new friends ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು particular property you bought.
Right.
Let us say you bought a 4,000 square feet plot.
Got it.
Now you become a owner, and when you want to sell, when you alone want to sell, you have to convince the three other to sell.
Correct.
Only then you can execute a sale process.
Correct.
Wherein fractional real estate, what we do is, right from the beginning, we divide the property as per the ratio, and there is also something called as UDS,
Okay.
right?
UDS.
UDS.
Okay.
Right? It is, divided share of land, undivided share.
Okay.
UDS is
Undivided share.
undivided share.
Got it.
So now, when whatever time you want to actually exit, if it is a construction, you have your share which you can sell, and then you can exit.
Right.
Somebody else will buy. They become the owners.
Got it. Got it.
Similar to a apartment or that kind of a concept, but you can actually make this fractional real estate even for a single apartment,
Oh.
or maybe a single commercial, or a single land.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is where we are heading. And
Wow.
REIT is one such in
Wow.
the sense. REIT,
Okay.
real estate, this one, whatever we are talking about, is again a fractional real estate.
Real estate.
Yes.
Wow, there is ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಲಿಯೋಕೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು which is fractional real estate.
Right.
Fractional real estate ಅಂತ. Wow. And I think there are different kinds of hidden costs involved when it comes to, construction ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ clients or estimate ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗಲೂ there are a lot of hidden costs involved. How do you manage that? Like normally this is what makes a difference for a lot of companies.
Correct. See, ಇವಾಗ let us assume you are only the customer.
Yeah.
You do not know much about construction. Let us assume.
Yeah.
You may be knowing, but
Of
for
course.
discussion's sake,
Fair
let's
enough.
assume you do not know
Yeah.
much about construction. I am a builder. You are coming to me. Vinod, ನನಗೆ ಇಂತಿಂಥದ್ದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. I give you a quotation. What do you think now? ಈ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂದು ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ
ಏನೇನ್ manage
ವಿನೋದ್ಗೆ ಇದು
Yeah.
ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ.
Correct.
But it doesn't happen that way. See, Ivaga, what I see, I must tell you, almost about 20 to 30% of my construction business, I have picked up clients who have been dropped by other companies. They ended up, terminated the agreement with misunderstanding, and then we get into the scene and pick up and complete the construction. Now, what happens is, I tell you, the company tells you, okay, this is the cost and this is what you are actually getting and this is what we are building.
Okay.
Now slowly, there are so many hidden costs they will actually bring up. For example, there's a particular company which says, okay, my agreement, I will give you this much of construction in X amount.
Okay.
But my steel, I will only give you 30,000 per ton.
Got it. Got
Now today, in 30,000, there is no steel available at all. A bare minimum is 65,000 per
Right.
ton.
Right.
So as a customer, right from the day one, you are paying that 35,000 per ton escalated cost, right from the day one.
My God.
Okay.
My
Cement.
God.
Today, if it is selling at 400, the given value is only 200. Right? Now you want a sump to store your water. Now sump is not included in this, but it is inevitable you have to actually.
Correct.
So, you, as a customer, you're not getting into a situation where everything is covered. See, I'm not saying, okay, I will cover everything. It's not like that.
Got it.
But then, as Amit, a customer, you will know, okay, Vinra is doing this things, and these things are not in the scope.
Right.
Before I sign the agreement, I tell the customers, see now, these are the stuff what you have chosen, and these are not.
Okay.
You want, you can add it on a later stage when we are completing the project. But you are aware before signing the agreement, okay,
Correct.
I'm getting this.
Correct.
And that is what we call transparency.
That's true. And it's very scary, sir. There are so many of us. There is a very clear reason why after construction, tumba jana disappoint agirtare because transparency iralla.
ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
How do we, this is amazing. I think we have to ಆಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿದೀವಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾವು.
right.
ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಯಾಡೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಎವರ್ ಫಾಲನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಟಫ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸರ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್?
Illa, I've never actually ventured into seeking construction from anybody else. But then, see now, I should not name the company, but it is a funded company. Almost about 300, 400 people. And I used to see advertisement on the front page of Times of India way back in 2017-18.
Okay.
Amazing offers, amazing timeline, amazing designs.
Okay.
People went helter-skelter, book payment kotro. See, today if you Google search the company, almost about 300, 400 people have formed a forum and they're fighting it out on the court.
My God.
Funded company I'm talking about. So, this is rampant.
Absolutely.
See, now we can't actually simply look at only the cost. Initial cost is to ಆ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ನಿನ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ವೇ ಟು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್.
Right, right.
See, now we are already 15 years in the industry.
Correct.
Right? We are put in the same place.
Correct.
And our office is, it's got no gunman, it has got no, bandre shoot. It is not like that. It is an open office.
Yeah.
Anybody can come. They can sit, discuss. See, it is an open forum, and it gives you that vibe. Andre, see, now any customer can come. He is free to actually discuss anything, and then only if our expectations match as a customer and a service provider, only then we are actually signing the dotted lines.
100% true. And I think, first of all, I'm just curious, what does Vinra stand for? What is ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂತು ಅಂತ?
Vinra ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂತು?
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. But like ಹೆಂಗೆ? Like what is Vinra?
See, there is nothing like that.
Okay.
ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ Vinra is, see, my son's name is Ravin ಅಂತ. Vinrana ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಹಾಕೊಂಡೆ. This is actually Vinra, Vinod Ranjan.
Vinod Ranjan. Wow. Very smart way of putting it out. I mean, there are like different individual service providers. So what I'm seeing, like advantages of turnkey construction anta bandaga. One, tell me about what kind of advantage it is giving Vinra today,
Right.
compared to any other real estate company, and are you able to provide better solutions compared to any other service providers around?
Definitely. See, now,
In terms of statistics, I want to know.
see, now, how we are better in terms of turnkey construction is, see, one thing is we have a history of 15 years surviving the market and serving the customers.
Okay.
Right? Second, we have a 10-year warranty on all of the projects that we handle.
Right.
Now, tell me, how many companies are existing in the last 10 years to give a 10-year warranty?
Correct.
See, in the last 15 years, if you take turnkey construction companies, I don't think very many. See, all of these companies, what you see today, have come up maybe in 2018, 19, 20.
Okay.
In the last
Few years.
6 to
7 years.
9 years only, 6 to 10 years. So we are there giving this service, right? Beyond this, if you really look at tech enabled, when we are talking about turnkey as well as tech enabled, we create that isolation of problems.
Okay.
Right? A customer, when a customer is actually signing up with Vinra,
Right.
see, problem is isolated. What are the problems that you actually face as a customer? See, now, timely completion.
100%.
See, now, if you're a customer, you will know, okay, this fellow will not.
Correct.
Going through our software, you will know, okay, December last week, idu agadilla.
100%.
Because you have seen how it is moving.
Correct.
In. What is the next biggest concern? Whether your brand of material and the quantum and the quantity are getting used.
Right.
You are checking that. The third biggest concern is about the curing. See, because construction is all about the cement and concrete and their strengths and curing and all of this. See, now everything is actually monitored, right? So customers got this edge
Okay.
and the advantage of our expertise and our what do you say, our being the 10 years, 15 years in the market.
Of course, the trust and the
Correct.
expertise is what they've
Right.
gained. Actually, trust is a very important fact, even the real estate development at the Bandaglu Kuda.
Correctly.
How does the trust game play? in
Same.
Vinra?
That is what I was actually saying, right? See, now we have never ever compromised on the quality. Like I told you in the beginning, we have clients who are actually calling up abroad. They've never seen us. They do not know where we are put up. But then, see now, as a service provider, if I make up my mind, okay, I can actually compromise everywhere.
Absolutely.
Quality I can compromise, on the brands I can compromise, on the quantity I can compromise.
Right.
I can also compromise on the labor, curing, all of that. See, but that is not the agenda.
Right.
Right? See, whatever we have signed up as an agreement, I'm saying, okay, this is the brand I'm giving, okay, JSW is what I'm actually providing.
Right.
Then JSW only goes.
Right.
Nothing else will actually go.
Got it.
And then we also have a system wherein, see now, I'm not actually charging anything haywire, right?
Got it.
I always give a protection of 5%.
Okay.
You sign an agreement, price escalation, we block the price and we absorb 5% escalation. If it is only 5%, within 5% escalation, we don't go back to the customer.
Okay.
Now, beyond 5% is only when the customer has to actually contribute. Right? That is one.
Right.
Now, in the agreement, it is also said, okay, these timeline is what we are planning to complete these particular schedules.
Got it. Okay.
Now, I delay. There is a penalty for me
Right.
within the agreement.
Of course.
Right? The customer delays the payment. There is, of course,
There's some penalty.
Now, there is a delay from customer for choosing materials and all. Okay, we extend that timeline.
Okay.
Now, if there is nothing like that, then whatever we have committed, it is delivered on that particular time.
So is this a contract that's signed much before?
Yes.
That's wonderful. I think that's better for you and the customer, both of you guys, legally.
Construction is not a 1 day, 1 week affair, right? See, sometimes it goes to 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years of relationship.
Yeah.
What you spoke 2 years back, you would have forgotten.
Correct.
Right? It has to be captured.
Absolutely.
See, now, that is where our agreement as well as the software will play a role. See, now, in the software, how it helps us as well as the customer. Now, we would have actually designed and signed the agreement for a particular design. Now, as a customer, you have come and actually said, no, I don't want this one. Okay, you extend this, you extend that. We have said, okay. We have changed the drawings. We have executed. Then they come back and then in case they say, no, I have never told you this. We have this software to fall back. See, on this particular day, this particular,
Wow.
we have advised, you have given an okay, we have gone ahead, this is the additional cost or this is the cost which needs to be subtracted.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Tech enabled.
Tech enabled, yes.
Wonderful. Where all does tech play a role, sir?
No, everywhere, right?
In all of the
Vinra, I mean, I can't just imagine Vinra without
Without
internet and tech. No, honestly, see now, my clientele, more than 80% of my clients, I'm saying only 20% are referral clients.
Okay.
Rest 80% are coming from online.
Right. Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So it is completely tech.
Wow.
And then all of them are actually routed through our softwares only.
That's wonderful.
Whether it is construction, whether it is, see now, when we talk about software, even the smallest CRM also is a software only.
100%.
Right? See now,
That's true.
lead generation, you are acquiring the lead, you are saving the lead, you are following up with the lead, you are converting the lead,
Correct.
you are registering and then actually giving in the further services. Everything is actually based on the software suggestions.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that is very important. I feel like as fast as we understand and adapt it,
Right.
ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ
See,
ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
illandre, you just can't survive.
That's
See,
true.
today, tell me a digital service that is actually that can survive without the knowledge of AI.
100%.
Alva.
100%. Yeah.
See, all my
Everything,
digital
yeah.
team is actually, everybody knows what is AI. See, now
yeah.
I have a creative guy, right? He creates the. See, today he will give a instruction, a prompt to the AI. He will generate what creative. I think 13th is Akshay Tritiya.
Right.
So he has prompted and actually generated wishes for Akshay Tritiya, how Vinra needs to wish.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so
Wonderful.
that is how it is heading.
I think which tech also enables no compromise with designs and plans in general.
Correct.
Tell me more about that. ಈಗ designs and plans ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ there is always up and down. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
Absolutely right.
How do you manage a no compromise?
See, ಇವಾಗ there are two things to look into plans and designs.
Okay.
One, what you are planning for the customer or as a real estate developer.
Right.
That anybody and everybody are actually doing. CAD or whatever software they are using.
Correct.
But where it is actually most important is, see, ivaga as a realtor, as a real estate developer, many of them actually want to deviate. See, now we have planning authorities, sanctioning authorities.
Correct.
You want to build anything in Bangalore, you just can't go just because it's your land. You just can't go and build anything like
Correct.
that. There is a process.
Correct.
Your land has to be identified. It should have a kata. That kata has to be submitted to the planning authority.
Correct.
You should give a drawing, and you're saying, okay, this is what I'm actually going to build.
Correct.
Let's take it's a apartment.
Okay.
You're saying 60,000 square feet is what you're building.
Got it.
That's the plan approved. Now you're a real estate developer. You're a little greedy. Okay. Now instead of 60,000, you're building 75,000.
Got it.
What happens now? See, our DCM, after he came in, he has realized all of this. See, now if you do that, if you actually change from the original plan what has been approved, you don't get a power connection.
Okay.
You don't get your BWSSP connection, that is your sewage lines and water lines and all of that.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
You don't get your OC. See, when you don't get a OC, you don't get your power, you don't get your water. What will you do with the building?
100%.
And you see, without the OC, you don't get a kata. Without that, you can't register the property
Correct.
also.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Now, many of the real estate developers are stuck with that stage. They have gone overboard, and there is a rule of the land. Okay, this is what is the rule,
Yeah.
right? And now they're
It was about
neither
time.
here nor there.
It was about time. I think
Yes.
clear titles, no shortcuts is a very
So we want to actually see now whether there was a rule or not. It's mandatory for Vinra that we go and ask for the clear titles. See, now we want to sell only clear title properties.
Correct.
We want to sell only. We want to build only as per the plan. Right. See, now if you really look at clear title, there is a lot of significance in this particular word.
Okay.
Clear title. Recently, I was also stuck with that kind of a project. Where I got stuck is a particular land that I bought. There is something called as PTCL.
Okay. PTCL.
Prohibition of transaction of certain land.
Okay.
That is what PTCL stands for. What it says is certain type of land, particularly the grant lands for certain communities, that is not supposed to be procured or sold
Right.
to anybody without a sale permission from the district collector.
Got it.
Right? And there is a process to it.
Okay.
Right? Now, a lot of the lands in Bangalore belongs to this category. And you know the prices of Bangalore land. So
Correct.
people do hanky-pankies, they tear off the original grant document and they create something else, and then it has been actually. See, now we should have an idea as to how to check this.
Absolutely.
See,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm a land banker. See, now if you really keep Vinra Group aside, what does Vinod Ranjan do? I'm a core land banker.
Land banker. Okay.
I go look at the land, invest in the land, do the licensing, keep the land for whatever
Right.
suitable for whatever reasons, industrial, commercial, residential. Any of the builders can approach me for a joint venture of the land. Anybody wants to buy a land can approach me that.
Got it.
And this I've been doing, I told you, I've been doing from my 11th standard. Not yesterday or day before. And that with that kind of an experience, I myself have actually been conned with the PTCL land.
My God. My God.
So you can imagine how a common person can actually invest
Exactly.
in land,
Exactly.
right? So these are the aspect anybody has to actually know.
This is crazy. It's very scary how.
See, Amit, you will not actually believe when I tell you, established people, they get the PTCL land, they get into the concerned sub-registrar, pick up the file, burn it,
My God.
ask the sub-registrar to give an endorsement saying that the file is actually eaten by white hands, ಗೆದ್ಲೇಡಿತ್ತು ಅಥವಾ file
ಇಲಿ
missing.
ಕಚ್ಬಿಡ್ತು
They pick up endorsement, and then it is rampantly happening in market.
My God.
But then the safeguard now, there is a Supreme Court ruling
Correct.
which says 30 years of possession by somebody of any land without any external issues or problems or hindrance. If somebody is in possession, then nobody can actually come back and
Question.
claim
the
the rights on the land, be it whatever kind of land. So that is a breather now. Not very many people actually know, but
Okay.
that is the see. With if not, a PTCL land which is sold 25 years ago. See, 25 years ago, if you take a place like Devnalli, what was the rate? Hardly about 20 lakh, 22
20-ish,
lakh,
yeah.
25 lakh. Right?
Fair, yeah.
He can come today and say, "Idu nandappa kotpudu." You have to give it back.
You have to give- that's true.
Yeah, what is the rate today?
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
9 crore,
difference.
10 crore,
My God.
15 crores.
My God. My God. This is crazy. But I think straight transactions ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ವಿ ವರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹೌ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ
See, yeah, double selling, I think that is where the e-khatas are playing a major role right now.
ರೈಟ್
See, what developers used to do, I'm not saying, okay, the established, not the established ones, right? People who want to really con, right? I can't say it is conning, but then see, now the situations will actually take them to that level, I think.
Got it.
ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಒಂದು 10 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ
See, now, with the e-khata now, it is called a single plan approval.
ರೈಟ್
You have a land, you've gone in for a plan approval, you're building 150 units, the apartments, you get 150 e-khatas along with the plan approval itself.
ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಓಕೆ
So now you have no chance that, no, ಈ 9th ಫ್ಲೋರ್ದು 23rd ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ನಾನು ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟು ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಈವನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ you have to put in a e-khata number. So now that particular thing is removed. But even now, even today, there are not many developers who are following the single plan approval.
The single plan approval. That's actually true.
Yeah.
To follow all of the guidelines and rules and structures ದಟ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಿನ್ರಾ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅನ್ಸಲ್ವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ?
ಸಿ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಅನ್ಸೋದ್ಕಿಂತ ಸಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಗಾನ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಅಂದರೆ ಸಿ ನಾವು ಓಕೆ ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕಾಸು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಐ ನೋ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಗೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಕ್, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಕ್ then everything is gone. ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ we take a little extra pain and pressure and everything and see to
Might
that.
as well ಅಂತ.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Yeah, I think our ಕಳ್ಸಿದ್ we've covered most
Yes,
of it.
we have. I think we are done with that.
We have done with most of that.
Yes.
But I think in general, tell me about the kind of testimonials and the kind of feedback that you've gotten from clients, and clients of different ranges, I'm sure.
Correct.
Different class, different ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಡಿರೋರಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, whatever it is.
True.
ಹೇಗೆ what is the feedback like?
See now, for the clients to appreciate our work, Allah, first of all, you mean as a client, you should know okay what we are actually doing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
Correct.
ಸಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ಮೆಜಾರಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸ್.
Okay.
ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ವುಡ್ ಹವ್ ಗಾನ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, they don't experience all of that because see now we have an agreement. Every of our customer is actually going through that only and he gets the handover. Many of them can't appreciate this because they don't know what is the importance of timely handover.
Correct.
ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ they have got it.
Of course.
See, only people, I told you, around 20 to 25% of my construction clients are people who have experienced other builders and half done and they have come.
Then they've come.
They kind of really appreciate and say they come and this is amazing feeling.
Yeah.
I mean I did a mistake. I should have actually come to Vinra first only. There are clients who came to Vinra who felt okay this is a little expensive, 1 lakh 2 lakh excess, went to others, lost 10 lakh 12 lakhs and then again came back. Now those kind of people they really appreciate. No, okay.
I mean it is a compliment to Vinra and also the sad state of the real estate market in Bangalore. Not all of it, but
Correct.
mostly ಬಂದಾಗ ethically follow ಮಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಎಡುತ್ತಾರೆ at some point of time in some process. And you know, running an entire firm like this for 15 years which with like you know growing team around you, and today if you're able to sit and explain to us what Vinra has done so far, it's been a wonderful journey. And I think there is so much that we got to learn today. ನಿಮ್ಮ fractional construction ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, turnkey ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, and real estate development, mandate selling and the processes and how it's tech enabled, and transparency in terms of your designs and ideas and transactions, no double selling. My god, this is incredible. All put to tick all of the boxes is not easy.
Yes.
And good job, congratulations
Thank
to you.
you so
I think
much, Amma.
ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಐಕಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತಹ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಾರ್ಡ್, I think it's very perfectly opted, selected and given it to you because I genuinely feel you guys deserve it.
Thank you.
So,
thank you so very much for those words.
Sir, I think lot more to come and lot of brighter days ahead. I'm sure you will also eventually branch out into many more types of construction. It's very creative, by the way. It's very cool.
Yes.
For someone to you know try and understand, okay, if I can't invest so much money, maybe I can invest this much into
exactly fractional real estate.
Fractional real estate. And it's just very good. It suits for the kind of working class that people are in right now.
Correct.
And ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Turnkey and all of that. So lovely, sir, lovely. Where do you, so I have a very cliche HR question. Normally HRs ಕೇಳುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದು. Where do you see Vinra in the next 5 years, sir? What's happening?
Next 5 years Vinra, like I told you, we are already in the process of getting funded. So you would see actually Vinra big time in the real estate development space,
Okay.
and you would also see Vinra big time in the turnkey construction space.
Wonderful.
So once funded, see now, I always used to believe, and I used to take a lot of pride in saying Vinra is a zero debt company
Right.
until last maybe 2024. And that's when I realized it's not a cliche in the sense, a debt-free company is not something you can boast of. Actually, you're depriving yourself of the opportunities. Actually, if you really look at in the business sense, you have money.
Of course.
You want to invest as an investor. Why am I denying your rights?
Correct.
What is happening by you investing? I'm also growing as a company. You're also making your profits.
Correct.
So, what is wrong in that? ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಂದಿರೋ ರೀತಿ ಅದೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಂದರೆ ಸಾಲ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, EMI ಕಟ್ಟಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಅಂಟಿಲ್ 2024 Vinra was a zero debt company. Now we are full-fledged seeking funds and valuation ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಐಡಿಯಲಿ ಹೌ
Yes.
ಕಂಪನಿ ಶುಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಬರಲಿ
Thank
ವಿನ್ರಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಜಾಯ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್. ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಬಡೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಟಿವ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆಸ್ ಲೇಮನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗೃತಿಯನ್ನ ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ. Brighter days ahead for Vinra Group. All the very best to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, very nice of you. Very wonderful actually interacting with you.
Thank you so much.
ಇಂಥ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಾಂಟೆಂಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ ರೇಡಿಯೋ ಸಿಟಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್.
ಏನ್ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಬೇಗ ಬೇಗ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.